Wedding videos for as low as 100,000 naira? Gusto got you covered. Call 080-613-44639 or 080-644-06274. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello everyone, welcome to Gusto News on Gusto TV Africa. My name is Ima. Yes, on today's news we're talking about Asake, and we'll also have DAVIDO on today's news. But before moving on to what we have for today, I want to say a very big thank you to all of you amazing subscribers. Thank you for all you do for us here at Gusto TV. We see all of it, the likes, the comments, the sharing, we see all of it, and we really do appreciate you. Also, if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, please do not forget to subscribe, and also do not forget to click on the post notification bell so as to know when we drop new content and new videos for you. Now, moving on to the news for today, we have Asake, Mr. Money. Yes, Asake has been in the news recently because this guy is seen trying to take over the streets with his songs and his EP. Yes, we all know that Asake gave us Olamide featuring Olamide, and this particular song was a hit, like was a mega jam. Everybody was, vibing to the song, and this song was topping a whole lot of, charts. And immediately he dropped this particular one, Olamide went ahead to say, you know what, this guy is good, and I really want to, sign him to the YBNL family. And all of a sudden we saw Asake, Mr. Money, welcome to the YBNL family. A lot of people were really excited. Now, after this announcement, Asake came out to give us the Asake Ololade EP, which actually has 4 songs in it. He had Trabaye, he had Samba, he had Omope featuring Olamide, which was actually the first song he dropped from this particular EP, and he had Baba God. Alright, so after releasing this EP, he dropped the video for Samba and went ahead to say, you know what guys, I want to feature someone on this particular song. We'll be creating the remix, and that person is Burna Boy. He made this announcement on Twitter and went ahead to post a picture of him and Burna Boy, together. This is actually a picture from the video shoot of Sumba remix that will be dropping very soon. And everybody is keeping their fingers crossed and waiting to see the magic these guys actually created for us. Okay, so recently Asake was actually invited. He was actually in an interview with Hip TV, and he was asked to mention some of the artists he would want to work with in the future. And Asake went ahead to say, you know what guys, I have worked with Olamide, but yes, I want to still work with him again, considering the mega jam we dropped, considering what we did with Omope. And he also went ahead to say, oh, he loves Wizkid and he will also want to work with Wizkid. Yes, and he also went ahead to say, you know what guys, I want to work with DAVIDO. I like his energy is pure. I would want to jump on this song with him. And lastly, he talked about wanting to work with Wondercore. Yes, Mr. WC, who is actually trending, because of the song he did with Olamide, Hates Me, and also the fact that he's going to be releasing the song with Benson very soon. So yes, these are the people that Asake has come out to say, guys, I want to work with in the future. And yes, should this collaboration happen? Yes, would it be happening soon? We do not know. We're going to leave that to the YBNL family to decide if this collaboration should happen or should happen soon. All right, moving on from Asake, we have DAVIDO. Yes, DAVIDO is in the news for a whole lot of things, The fact that he's been, shutting down a whole lot of arenas, going to different shows, buying himself a whole lot of luxury things. But that is not the reason why we're going to be talking about DAVIDO today. All right, so sometime last week, a particular MD came out to say something about DAVIDO's album and his son Ifeanyi, which actually caused a whole lot of, trouble on Twitter, and a whole lot of people were really talking about it. People really came for this particular guy, and this was the tweet he actually made. He said, using Perez's child as an album cover doesn't guarantee success. Low-key, he don't stain the little boy white with that disaster he called an album. Yeah, so he was actually talking about DAVIDO's album and talking about the fact that he used Ifeanyi as the cover for that particular album. And he also went ahead to call this child, he also went ahead to call Ifeanyi Peruzzi's son, which actually got DAVIDO really upset. And this is what David has to say to him. So DAVIDO came out to say, okay, this was actually a tweet that Peruzzi made, because yes, Peruzzi's name was actually involved in the whole conversation. So Peruzzi said, me and David are two different people, so not two markets you buy, except not really my child on God. So yes, Peruzzi came out to say, guy, you know what, I and David are two different people. You dragged me into this mess, but then I'm going to come for you, except this child is my child. That's the only way you're going to be free. But if this child is not my child, man, guy, I'm really, really going to come for you. I know Davido went ahead to say, you know what, guys, you can say whatever you want about me, but do not get my son involved. Then he actually commented under the particular tweet that MD made, saying, dead man walking, you don't carry your hate for me to my child. Innocent child, brother, you do this one, Oyana. So David was really, really, really angry, and he talked about the fact that, you know what, guy, I'm going to come for you. You know, he even went ahead to post the picture of MD on his Twitter page, and a whole lot of his fans actually went ahead to drag MD. They were posting his picture on WhatsApp group, they were calling him, they were sending chat messages and all of that. But yes, after the whole saga, MD has come out to apologize to Davido, and this is what he had to say. He says, disregard the tweet I put on Monday. It's false and mere cruise between me and 30BG. Davido, I am sorry for what that tweet might have cost you. Hashtag peace. So yes, Mr. MD has come out to say, I am really sorry for that tweet. It was just mere cruise. I did not mean it, and has apologized to Davido, saying, I am sorry if that tweet actually cost you any type of harm. Yes, David has not come out to respond to this tweet, and we do not know if Davido has actually forgiven him. But yes, MD has come out to say, I am sorry, it was cruise, I didn't mean any of that, and it was all false news. But they're also trying to get over MD's own tweets and everything that he caused with this particular tweet. And a particular user has come out to say something else about Davido. So this particular user at Race P at this live self said, Davido gradually nurturing Israel DMW for the next sacrifice and still denying Dawson. All right, so we all know that Israel W is very close to Davido, as he is his logistic manager, and anywhere you see Davido, you would definitely see Israel. And the fact that yes, recently Davido actually took Israel to London to perform at the O2 Arena, and currently, Israel is actually chilling with Davido in Dubai and enjoying life. Israel has been posting pictures and saying a whole lot of things. He even went ahead to update his Instagram, his Instagram bio by saying O2 performer. Yes, London O2 performer. Yes, so yes, Davido is actually very, very, very close to Israel. But this Twitter user has come out to say Davido is actually nurturing Israel for the next sacrifice. They're looking at the history Davido has had, that most people actually close to him happen to die. So now they've come out to say Davido is actually nurturing Israel and he's actually next in line to die. But some people on Twitter did not actually agree to this particular tweet, and they've come out to drag this particular user. And some other people have come out to say, you know what, they've actually been sensing this thing, coupled with the fact that Israel had an accident recently. So yes, let's look at some of the tweets that were made about this on Twitter. Now, Big Sam, who actually happens to be one of the past Big Brother Nigeria housemates, actually came under this tweet to say some things, and he said, this is evil and it really needs to stop. If God or whatever you believe in heard your business, don't be surprised. Una go they use finger, they abuse your grace. It doesn't really end at retweets, comments and likes. There is more to life. This is just an app. You can just log off. Twitter wasn't created for trolls. So Sammy actually does not sit well with this particular tweet. But yeah, some other Twitter users on Twitter has come out to say they actually agree with this guy in some kind of way. Let's take a look at some of the tweets that were made. All right, this particular user came out to say, God forgive me, I have that premonition, and this is not about FC or 30BG or whatever una they call yourselves. I pray Israel mama is still alive so his head would not respond. So this particular user has come out to say he has always had the premonition that this is actually going to happen, but he prays that Israel's mom is still alive so that maybe when it is time for him to do whatever, that his head would not respond. Is actually a very, very strong one. All right, let's look at another tweet that was made about Davido and Israel DMW. Okay, this person says, person where God don't give warning, he know here, the next one go shock him, make him still dey lie down like mumu for there. I pity him. So this person has come out and say God has actually given Israel a warning before, but then he has decided to ignore it. But the next one is really going to take him off balance, and he has told him, you know what, Israel, you better sit up. All right, this Twitter user also said, person where he give Venza in no reach 2 weeks, death knock on in door, he just dey warm it just they warm up Ajay. So this particular person has come and talk about the fact that, you know, Davido got Israel a car, and some weeks after he got him that car, Israel was involved in an accident with this particular car. So this particular user has come out to say this is a sign that David wants to use Israel for whatever. And you know, David has not come out to respond to this tweet, neither has Israel come out to respond to this tweet, but this is actually what is going on Twitter right now, and this is actually a very, 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 very strong, you know, accusation. And yes, we're expecting Davido to come out to say anything, to actually come out and say something about this tweet. But over the weekend, he talked about the fact that, you know what, I'm going to, you know, shut my eyes and my ears to all of the negativity happening on Twitter and just focus on myself and also focus on my fans. All right, guys, with the Davido and Israel news, I'll be rounding up the news for today. Tell us what you think about the news in the comment section, and as usual, we'll be in the comment section responding to some of your comments, if not all. Don't forget to keep doing what you do for us here at Gusto. We see all of it, and we really, really do appreciate you. All right, guys, bye for now. My name is Ima.